final week of the beginner segment of Cali Move. There are 5 segments to Cali Move. This is part 1. It took 19 weeks and 100 and something days, it says. It's like a lot of days. I believe the amount of days is 119, 127. Day 127 in 19 weeks, is that right? So 19 times 3. That don't sound right, huh? I mean, you only do like 3 a day. So if you do every week, 3 times a week. So this is basically, it's been 127 days since we started. Actual work is around day 50 something. You did 57 something days of actual work if you've gone through this entire part 1 process. So if you've never done any kind of calisthenics, but you're in, let's just say your doctor approved workout. That's about where I think you have to be to start this. Now it's gone from 2 days a week to 3 days a week, and from 1 to 2 sets to 3 to 6 sets in the last week. Um, so let's just say you're probably doing on the average less than 10. At the beginning, you're doing less than 10 total sets. I said, okay, so it was, let me rephrase that. So you're doing, in the first week, you did 1 to 2 days. I think you did 2 days in the first week, first full week, not test week, but you did only 2 days in the first week. Then you did only maybe 10 sets of 4 exercises total. So it's like you did maybe two sets of 4 exercises. And so it's pretty small, 8 to 10. So basically in the first week, you may have done a grand total of all your exercises combined, maybe 16 sets. Possibly, yeah, and then maybe not even that many. I don't know, it's pretty small. And that's your whole workout for the first week. As time progresses, you slowly increase that. You're getting up to doing 3 days a week. You're starting to do upwards of 10 to 12 to 15 sets of total exercise throughout the workout. Each exercise rarely did more than 2 or 3 sets individually. As time goes on, get into the latter part, second month, third month, you're getting into the week. Like I said, we're at week 19, which is nearly 4 months in, and now things are getting to be like, if you are in good shape when you start this workout, you're used to working out, you go to the gym, you do 3 to 5 to 6 days a week. This is the week where you're actually going to feel like you're working out. This is the week where it's like, oh, well, even last week's last couple of days was decent. I did do week 3 last week. I didn't stream because it's all these workouts, other than the number of sets, are exactly the same as the previous week. So I didn't do anything. There wasn't any change other than upping the number of sets. Now, in previous weeks of this month, I was doubling up on day 1 because day 1 only had 2 sets. So you did basically 10 sets. It's a fast workout. It's a very quick workout. It only takes 20 minutes or so. And all the way through the first 3 weeks of this, let's see here, the first 2 weeks, no, the first 3 weeks of this set, our first 3 sections of this month, you did only 2 sets of the workout. Yeah. Okay, so you only did maybe 10 sets is all you're doing. Today I'm doing 15 sets because they've moved it up to 3. Now this is the first time they've moved it up to 3. It wasn't 3 before. It was only 2. Oh no, it was 3 last week. Never mind. But so this is going to be a little harder. Shouldn't be too bad though. It's going to go fast. 1 minute breaks is all I get. One, and you go, 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 go. I don't have a ton of time, so I doubt I'm going to get a double up, which would have me doing with the equivalent of 30 sets, because this is 5 sets times 3 is 15. 30 is a good number, but it's also going to take too long. I don't think I have enough time. I have to get to work. So let's get this started. We're going to go to strength training. Start workout. What do I think so far? If I were to give you my opinion of this workout, the beginner phase, It's definitely progressive. I would not, if you are in good shape, um, and you're looking for a challenge right out the gate, you know, you're like, oh, this is going to be new. It's new amount of work and new amount of exercise. Um, you're going to be disappointed if you start off at the beginner phase of this. Now, if you cannot do full length pull-ups, if you cannot do a decent amount of push-ups, preferably decline push-ups, or um, because really I'm doing a lot of progressions, a lot of high level progressions. In other words, they give you these things that make it more difficult. Almost everything on this workout is designed to be assisted workouts, essentially meaning you don't you don't ever have full resistance on your lift. Okay, so you're using bands to hold you up. You're using angles that are really high. I'm doing maximum body rows here. So what that means is I'm all the way to the ground almost. My back doesn't quite rest on the ground when I'm down, but it's as low as you can go with a body row. Um, the next step would probably be to start elevating my feet so that I'm getting even more body row leverage. Can't go too much because then you go decline, then you're doing a kind of a different kind of row, right? You're pulling down instead of up. But um, ultimately, this is all about getting the back strengthened up. And you want to, at a beginning phase, they'll have you having the rings or whatever you're holding are going to be way up here. All right, so you're going to have a high angle. So it's all about the beginning stages where you have the rings high. You're doing stuff off of really high leverages if you have rings at all, or you're even just doing bands where you're pulling it straight back, where you have hooked on a wall and you're just pulling bands back to you. Um, so I'm kind of at max progression for this particular thing, short of putting a vest on and adding weight to me. Um, Body rows aren't going to add much to it. So then I have to start doing weight. I have no idea what the second phase is going to be. I did buy the first three phases, so we'll be starting that next week. Let's get started. So um, they're 8 to 15s, I believe it is. There you go. So you get a 15-minute break before we go on to the next thing. Next thing is push-ups. We'll be doing kind of a decline-ish push-up for me. Again, this is beginner, so the standard one that they recommend or have you starting off as beginner, you're going to start off basically doing what amounts to a bench push-up. You'd be doing this. And you could even do them off the wall if you're really real high level, really beginner. But if you're experienced, this is going to feel like not much. But the first thing you want to remember is now you're starting to incorporate a scapula raise. So you're going to you're arching your upper back basically, not your lower back. You're pushing up until your scapula extends, which actually does quite a bit make it more difficult. Got 5 seconds. Let's get to work. So thumbs forward on your push-ups. I'm doing this to add a little challenge to my lift. Probably didn't lean far forward as I should. Again, a lot of these push-ups, a lot of what you're doing is you're thinking about doing a calisthenic type push-up, which is ultimately going to be about lifting your entire body weight. So the goal is, with your legs raised, is get as much of your body on your arms as possible. Ultimately, you should start feeling like your feet aren't holding much of your weight, like you're almost lifting your entire body, but your feet are just kind of giving you balance or whatever. That's the goal. Now, these are 1 minute breaks, so I don't have a lot of time. We're only doing 3 sets of each. And to be honest, I started this off wrong. This is supposed to be 1 minute of all the same thing. 1 minute, 1 minute. Basically doing 3 sets of this straight up, and I alternated instead. Wednesday is alternating. Okay, so I'm gonna do the third set of these next instead of going back and forth. I'm not trying to get back to the right amount. 135. I did 15. I did go over here and do this as well. Am I doing them out of order too? And on top of it, I'm doing them out of order. So it's supposed to be starting off with a push-up, and I started off with the pulls. Really got to pay better attention. I don't really think it matters ultimately. You're gonna, yeah, doing them out of order, but that doesn't matter. Pick a workout, pick an exercise. You can start in the middle if you want to. Just this is the 5 exercises you're doing. You're focusing on one. Be careful about doing your jump squats too early though, because it is a cardio tiring thing, and you will feel that will burn you out quickly if you're not in pretty good cardio shape for sure. I went and ran this morning. I did a little over 3 miles. Threw in a few extra. Last set, you got to do what you can, get as many as you can. All right, so now I've done 3 sets of that. We'll do. I did 18. Oops. I'm going to go on to the next. About 25 seconds before I have to worry about next round. Hey, crossbow. Okay. All right, so now I'll get back. Oops, 10 seconds over. 1 minute break is such a small amount of break, I tell you. I got one more set of those to go. Dang it, dang it. Oops, nope, I only did 15. So this is my third set. I'll probably try to do more than 15 if I can. I have noticed though that when you're doing these ones correctly, doing 15 is really, 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 really hard. Got about 15 seconds. Because when you're doing these correctly, you're way forward. Like your arms are way back here, and all your weight is on your chest. So I weigh 185 today. So I'm lifting probably about 140, 150 pounds of weight. As long as my feet are not being lifted, I'm not lifting all my weight. So, but I am lifting a lot of it, especially with the incline effect. Okay. Whew. All right, 19 of those. That was the number for those. Not sure I had full weight on me though. Did I again, man. Let's go to the next. Now I'm only doing threes. It's all that's required of this. You see, I have higher sets limit recorded there because previous times I've done this, I did double because it's a very fast workout. I took a 5-minute break and did the whole thing again. But now that it's increasing, I think last week what I did is I did 2 bonus rounds. I did 3 and then I did 2 more. So I only did 5. So instead of doing 15, instead of doing double up, I think last week I did, 2/3 of another round. What am I doing? I think I get a little bit more break technically between exercises. Nope, I do not. So off to jumps. Here we go. Okay, let's try this again. I think I'm getting too far in the. I'm trying too hard to be in the camera. Let's just do it this way. Okay, let's try this way. I don't know how to do this. Cameras are all off. Tired today. Well, I biked yesterday for 6 miles, which isn't much, but I am heavier today, so I'm lifting a couple extra pounds. Gotta line up all the excuses. Let's angle this a tad back this way. And then I'll do the same over here. I got about 15 seconds. Oh, time's up. No time for drinking. All right, just jump and jump and jump a lot. Here we go again. So, it's supposed to be, what your goal here is to jump as high as you can come down controlled. So, man, these are rough today. It's a 20, but I'm feeling it, man. So the Monday workout of this final round is fast. It's very quick. They're short workouts. Even with 3, you're done in less than 30 minutes. Probably something close to 25. Assuming I'm keeping up, I'll let you know. The math says what? 15 with 10, 25. So yeah, roughly 30 minutes. Two seconds. Here we go. Thirty. 50. 4. I'm jumping off the screen. 21. Best I could do. Really hurting on that. Alright, so I got 1 minute before I start the next thing. Now, these last exercises are not nearly so cardio intensive. So, as far as that goes, they should be a fair bit easier. Two seconds, here we go. These are bear crunches. The easiest kind. But they're 2 counts, I believe. So it's 1, 2. If you want to make it more challenging, put your arms farther back and your legs farther forward. That's 15. Tell ya, definitely working me. Okay, let's go in here. I did not do 35. I did 0. Actually, it's 10. So these are 2 up, 2 downs. Okay, there's no hold. Basically, it just means it's supposed to be slow, not pausey. I did not do the weights on the first one. I was too busy recovering from the jumpy things. So I decided to hold off. I got 8 seconds. No, 3 seconds. Let's go. Okie dokie. So that is 2 sets. 1 set to go of crunchy mix. All right, so now I back up to 35, but I only did 20. A little low based on last week's efforts, but I will say though I'm going pretty fast. I'm keeping up pretty well. I don't know how well I kept up last week, but I might still do a double, but I have to start working early today. I'm doing a short vacation this next weekend, taking Thursday to Monday off. Birthday weekend. My wife and I are going out of town. All right, got about 7 seconds. Yeah. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 15, 20. Oh. 30. How to get a few bonuses. On the third set, I always try to max out if I can, even though I don't believe these are max out reps. Does it have F on them? Yeah, they don't have the F. So if you see a little F underneath the 10, that means you're supposed to go absolute total max. But keep in mind that when it says absolute total max, it also says 10 there. So 10 means max or a max effort. So basically means every set should pretty much be as many as you can do. But they're saying you're aiming for a number between 8 and 15. As you notice, I've gone over 15 almost. In theory, if you go max every time, your max, if you do max only on the last set, oops, it's already been 112. God, one more set to do. Um, if you do max every time, max on the last set is going to be a lot smaller, not bigger. If you're saving energy on the previous sets, um, you will in fact be less. You will be able to do more probably on the last set, depending on just how close you are to max in the previous sets. Now this is kind of like a reverse banana, Superman, whatever you want to call it. I went for 25 on that one. These ones I believe are just one forwards, one forward, one back, so they're just steady movement ones. I think last time I did 5-pound weights. Oh, these are 15 to 25s. I just did 25, so we're in there. All right, so I've got 3 sets of these. I'm going to go ahead and grab me some slightly heavier weights. Got about 15 seconds. Actually, one of the more challenging things about these things is just figuring out how to hold on to them. They're kind of a weird hold. I should probably use these 5-pound weights because they're easier to hold on to. These are very dense 5-pound weights. I don't know how best to hold these. They're really awkward. Okay, let's have to do something like this. It's definitely heavier. Burning out. One more set after that, though. Oh, I did 22. It was more than before, right? New 1 rep max. Woohoo! Something improved since last week. That's good, right? Got 20 seconds. One more set. This is it. So you see, not sweating that much. I was probably starting to sweat a little bit when I was doing the jump squats. And don't get me wrong, it is pretty warm in this room. So just goes to show that I'm in actually pretty decent shape. Again, I expect next week when we start the second level, intermediate level, whatever they call it. So time's up. I'm up 116. Break is getting longer. Let's not do that. I'm gonna put myself over the ground. It keeps me honest. I can't like drop down to rest more. Focus, Kim, focus. Well, I like to say I did 25. I think I did. 33 minutes. That was the workout. Oops. Unfortunately, I don't have time to add on or double up this workout. So cardio-wise, you notice that my cardio got a lot more intense when I was doing the jump squats. Big muscles, big effort, maximum reps, and therefore it's very a lot more cardio intense, a lot more heart pumping blood. These smaller muscles can do that, but usually it takes a longer, probably heavier weights. But at the same time, I keep trying to stop this, but it keeps going. I don't know. Okay, let's see what it says. 33 minutes, 107 beats per minute. Not too bad, but that's day one of the final week of the beginner section of Cali Move. I will do a short TikTok, maybe even a YouTube short, I don't know, something to discuss this workout. Probably taking a little time to put that together, but thanks for stopping by. Anybody checks this out, let me know what you think. Please leave me comments, messages, follows, subscriptions, whatever, to let me know that you like this content and would like to see more. Also, if you're interested in miniatures, you collect them, play games with them. You're talking about the painting kind, Warhammer, HeroClix, D&D, or if you just collect, Lego minis or Hot Wheels or whatever, check out the X Case and the Mage Cage. Check them out on YouTube and Instagram under Active Minds Games. And if those kind of things appeal to you, they are an expandable, transportable, displayable case that will allow you to configure and carry as many or as little minis as you want to different locations. They mount on the wall. They have all kinds of cool features. We want to launch a Kickstarter to get some more clear ones in stock, as well as bigger cases and some cool inserts for like allowing you to take your paints that are in the case out, put them on the table while you're using them, put them back in, some shelves, some drawers, things that are configurable to adjust how you want to set up your cases to make them optimally cool. And so if you like those and you want to be part of it, go to Facebook, same name, Active Minds Games. Follow us there. The goal is 800 followers on Facebook. If we get that, we will announce the Kickstarter probably within a few months of that point, and we will get ready for a launch to get those made. It's going to be a big Kickstarter, big for a small company. I have done a Kickstarter before, so rest assured, it's not a first timer. I have done it before. It was successful. We got it shipped out. Got it pretty close to the time frame that I said they'd be. Um, Probably about a year is my estimate right now from the launch of the Kickstarter to get them into your hands. That all depends, of course, on various things that I might not be able to control, like backlog on the manufacturing process, final design work on a couple of items, just to make sure that they all fully functional. We've got the case mostly designed. We've got a lot of the inserts mostly designed, but there will be final tweaks and stuff to make sure they're optimal and ready for delivery. Um, Anyway, that's it. Till next time, stay fit, stay healthy. Goodbye.